Hello everyone, and really I am delighted to be part of the Commission's Global Emerging Technology Summit, particularly at a time when tech has taken on such a pivotal role in our lives. Every day, and with each new advancement, tech becomes more fundamental to our everyday existence. And of course that trend accelerated dramatically after the pandemic forced the entire world to retreat to the digital realm, sparking years of tech adoption and innovation in the space of just a few short months. And as thankfully that pandemic recedes, the tech we relied on to get through this crisis will be here to stay. So I think given that context, it's the duty of global leaders like the United States and the United Kingdom to ensure those technological advances act as a force for good in the world. And I think we've really reached a turning point in the digital age. Right now, there are two competing global visions for the future of tech. One is closed, authoritarian in its vision, one where the power of tech is used against citizens to control them and restrict their lives. The other vision, our shared vision, is open, democratic and diverse, one where the power of tech is used to empower citizens to make them happier, healthier and more prosperous. So I wanted to take this opportunity to give you a brief overview of what I've been doing as the United Kingdom's Digital Secretary to make sure the ongoing tech revolution is a democratic one and how I believe we can work together in the coming months and years to keep it that way. 2021 is a year of international leadership for the UK, spanning the G7 summit to COP26. As part of that international leadership, in April, I brought together digital and tech ministers from the G7 to discuss how we can solve the challenges of the here and now, how we can tackle things like online harm, how we can secure our digital infrastructure, how we can modernise the digital trading system to promote competition online. Almost every government in the world is grappling with those same issues, but we're seeking to lead the way on many of them, from our pioneering new digital competition regime and digital regulation plan to groundbreaking legislation on online safety. Throughout, I have taken an unashamedly pro-tech approach, which is why the UK is the tech capital of Europe. And of course, it was great to see our G7 allies sign up to the fundamental principles of that work during the summit and agree a compelling vision of how we can use tech to build back better and support open societies in the data-driven age. We agreed, for example, that as we tackle illegal and harmful content online, we must do so in a way that also protects fundamental democratic rights, such as freedom of speech. We agreed to work together on digital technical standards and to promote the trusted and free flow of data. And we agreed to secure critical digital infrastructure, such as our telecoms networks. Those are some of the challenges in the digital space that we face today. But with every quantum leap in digital innovation, we need to make sure we're keeping up with the tech, that we're constantly looking forward and working together to tackle the challenges of tomorrow. Some of those challenges might not even exist yet, but they're going to have profound consequences for humanity in the decades to come. Take artificial intelligence. Of all the emerging tech, AI is the one that promises to radically transform our lives. AI has already reached a level of superhuman performance and has long since moved from the theoretical realm into solid reality. It's revolutionising medicine and transport, national security and finance. It has the potential to create hundreds of thousands of high-skilled jobs and drive productivity. And with each year, its capabilities seem to grow exponentially. So the countries who crack AI and other transformative tech will have a huge advantage over the coming century, economically, scientifically, militarily. Those are high stakes, but thankfully the UK has long led the way on transformative tech. We're the birthplace of Alan Turing, the father of AI, and we're the home of futuristic trailblazers like DeepMind, a company that started off by battling space invaders and within the space of a few years had cracked one of the greatest biomedical mysteries of the last half century after turning its AI to protein folding. Right now, we're developing an ambitious new AI strategy to build on that incredibly strong foundation and unleash the full power of artificial intelligence across the economy and society. But with the whole world turning its gaze to AI, it's up to democratic countries like the UK and the US to lead the way and make sure the future of AI is safe, ethical, and inclusive. Just think of the times in the past when our two great countries have joined forces to advance our liberal values and make the world happier, healthier, and more prosperous. Many of those were at momentous turning points for the world in 1918 and 1945, when we established and defended a liberal world order that has withstood decades of tumult and change. Now, after the worst peacetime crisis of modern history, we have the chance to do so again and shape the future of the digital age, which is what makes summits like this and the upcoming Future Tech Forum so important. Later this year, I'll once again bring together governments and stakeholders from across the world to discuss our collective approach to tech in the next 5 to 10 years. It's a brand new initiative launched by the UK, and I want us to use this opportunity to have some frank discussions about tech, and particularly about the values we believe should underpin our digital-driven world in the 21st century. The forum will feature countries from across the world, many of whom sit right in the middle of the battle for the future of tech. Together with international partners, we need to create a compelling offer to bring them on side and to lead a global consensus for an open and democratic digital age. It will be the perfect complement to our revitalised Atlantic Charter, agreed between our two countries during President Biden's recent visit to the UK. That charter signals the beginning of a landmark science and tech partnership between the US and the UK, of which summits like this are a crucial part, so that we can begin strengthening further our ties. So enjoy the rest of this event, and I look forward to seeing you later this year for the Future Tech Forum.